Hi, good morning, good morning. We are live in Phoenix, Arizona with Lorilee Gillmore of Moksha Ayurveda, Phoenix. And Lorilee is, last week she was really talking to us, sorry about that, I'm holding this today, talking to us about self-care and starting off the new year with just being so intentional with ourselves the moment that we wake up. And so today what we decided is after doing our, morning rituals of just being grateful, self-care, meditation, coming to the farmer's market. And Phoenix has one of the best in the world, right?
Beautiful.
And
Yes.
this is the Wednesday farmer's market here. Saturdays are even bigger, but the Wednesday is fun. And oh my gosh, you guys. So what we're going to do, she's going to talk to us about the importance of purchasing food or eating foods for the season and why that is so important. Why is that so important?
So first of all, we want to eat foods that are grown as close to our home as possible, if not our home. So Tyler and I have a lovely garden in our backyard. We can't grow all of our food there, so I come to the farmer's market to get as much of the other food that I can. And we want to think about this. We are pranic beings. That means we live on vital life energy. Our vital life energy is our prana. And prana is in our food. Prana is in the air, prana is in the water. We take in prana, we take in that vital life energy through all of our five senses. And one of the main ways that we do it is through our food. So this is a beautiful head of Romanesco that we just picked up
Isn't
here.
that
Isn't
pretty?
That gorgeous? It's art.
You mentioned that it looks like something from outer space.
It does. I think it looks like something from outer space. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is a really good time of year to be eating this. I also have a little bag of arugula. So if you pay attention to what's going on with the weather right now, it's cold, it's kind of vacillating between wet and dry. So we're in this in between Vata Kapha time, moving into Kapha. And so you'll notice people are really dealing with a lot of congestion right now. Drinking your ginger tea, drinking some cinnamon tea is so good for pulling that congestion out, using lots of spices in your food right now. So all of these things are going to help us to be really healthy as we move into this new season. But here at the farmer's market, we are also eating foods that are going to assist us during this season. So anything that's growing near us is going to be really, really helpful for the microbes in our gut to stay really, really healthy and have good, strong digestion. And it's all about digestion. All disease comes from weak digestion. So we really want to work on eating foods that are grown locally. Look at beautiful heads of cauliflower. So and we are here at Blue Sky Certified Organic Dry Plums from lovely Litchfield Park. So swing by and grab some of their delicious local bounty.
I'm going to give you a little tour because when I do turn the camera away from you, we can't hear her as well. But I want you to just see this beautiful food from, carrots and radishes and broccoli and all types of lettuce and greens. Just incredible. Look at this. And it makes you happy being here, right?
Yes. And these foods right now, they're going to have more of a scrubbing effect. If you think of the foods that we were eating in fall, they were heavier, they were fattier, they had more fat, they were more grounding. Now we're moving into a time where we're wanting to eat some foods that have more of a scrubbing effect to get the additional mucus out of the body, to help us scrub and get all that excess holiday food and sugar and celebrating out of the system.
That makes so much sense. And you don't even think about it, but it just makes so much sense. Because I think people in general are not mindful about what they put in their body and how they eat and slowing down to eat. I mean, I know, and I've been guilty of it in the past, I'm much more observant now, but I watch my son, he's a teenager who really likes food, right? And he's always hungry 24 hours a day.
I get it, I got one too.
So they eat quickly, and I do say, Grayson, slow down. So the importance of that in itself will help your digestion.
So I actually wrote an article for Banyan Botanicals called on mindful eating. If you want one tip for mindful eating, every time you take a bite, put your utensil down, put your hands in your lap, and chew your food. We don't chew our food. I was not raised chewing my food.
Me either.
I just didn't. And also, we are so distracted these days that we're also multitasking while we're eating, rather than just having that being the one thing that we're doing. So we want to address our eating as a devotion as well. And you'll kind of start hearing a theme about, addressing everything as devotion. Everything is holy. Everything. This, food is holy. This beautiful piece of loving food is holy. And we want to address it that way. We want to, when we're eating, we want to actually slow down and taste the food, because that's how we get the nutrition from the food, is through tasting the food. And that's also when we know when we're full, because otherwise, if we're eating emotionally, if we're eating distracted, then we just eat too much. And that's really a big thing in America. We just consume way more food than we actually need.
Right, exactly. So I'm going to give you a pan of this beautiful, all these beautiful vegetables. Look how gorgeous this is. And Lorilee's going to talk a little bit about how she cooks the Romanesco, which is a cauliflower. So hang on. I just got to give these guys accolades. Your produce is amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aww.
Local grown.
Locally grown, and that's so important, because you were talking to me a little while ago about eating the food and why fresh is obviously important, and you have your own garden, but when you go to the store and you even buy organic, you don't know how long it's been there.
You don't
right?
know how long it's been there, and remember, as soon as your food is removed from its source, the prana starts decreasing, and so we need to have prana's vital life energy. We need to have our food that is as chronically fresh as possible. Think of when you get a head of lettuce, and if it sits in your refrigerator, when you get it, it's all crisp and lovely, and then it sits in the refrigerator for 4 or 5 days, and you pull it out and it's kind of limp.
And brown.
Limp and brown, and that's
Oops, sorry.
That's okay. That's the energy that we're taking in. So
Ooh.
we want to take in food that's really vital and full, because what we're eating is it's our fuel, and we need to address it as fuel, not just as calories, not just like that. It's our consciousness. There's a direct relationship to our consciousness and the food that we're eating. So if we want to be conscious beings, we need to eat good, fresh, local.
And food is medicine, so that you don't have to have those drugs.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So what are you going to do with your Romanesco?
So I really like to steam it. I like to steam it whole just because it is so beautiful, but also you can chop it up, add some spices to it, and put it in with some pasta. I mean, there's all sorts of lovely, wonderful things, but I really like to cook it whole just because I think it is so beautiful. I like to put it, after I cook it, just serve it whole, steamed.
It's gorgeous, and what a conversation piece.
Right, exactly.
Get to the farmer's market; it makes you happy.
Exactly. So, also circling back around to using the spices with it, I am actually teaching a workshop this upcoming Sunday up north at Cheryl's at Authentic Yoga Teacher Training on how to use your spice cabinet as a pharmacy. So all of the spices, they have medicinal properties. So we're going to be talking about the medicinal properties of spices. And then on Saturday, I will be at Yoga Pura, and Yoga Pura is in North Phoenix, talking once again about Dinacharya Ayurvedic daily rituals for vitality. And then Friday night, it's full moon, so do your full moon ritual. And if part of your ritual you want to come to my house, every Friday night I do a free full moon ghee making class to teach you how to make your own ghee that's filled with the soma of the full moon.
And for those that don't know what ghee is, talk a little bit about that.
So it's butter. It's clarified butter. It's butter that has all the proteins and all of the water out of it. So it's just the essential fatty acids. But in Ayurveda, we use it as medicine. It is medicine. We use it topically. We use it internally. We can use it in the eyes. It's amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
it helps with vision, improves vision actually.
Yeah, it does.
So if you want to know more information about some of Lorilee's workshops that she's doing, including a cooking class that my husband and I are going to be coming to, I'm so excited.
January 26th.
January 26th, Sunday. Go to her website, and I'll post it in the comments later. Hi Andrea, hi Mary, hi Rick, hi everybody. You can go to Moksha Ayurveda PHX.com. So that's Moksha, Moksha, Ayurveda PHX.com. I will put that in the comments for you. Definitely, you could spend, it's like a book. You have an online book. She's got a blog. that's amazing, recipes that she posts every single month. The most recent one, and she got the vegetables from not just her garden, but at the farmer's market, was a vegetarian pho, P-H-O. And for those of you who love pho, oh my gosh, I'm getting ready to go on a little retreat with some gals for yoga, and I'm in charge of lunch, and I'm going to go to your website and get that recipe and make it. So
please do. It's fun. It's a labor of love. It's a little labor intensive, but it is absolutely worth it.
Aw, and pho has medicinal quality. Well,
Absolutely.
it all does.
It all does. Yes.
Thank you,
All right,
Lorilee.
Thank you. Happy Wednesday, everyone.
Happy Wednesday, everybody, from the farmers market. I'll give you a quick little pan around, and then we'll call this a wrap. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.
Namaste.
It's early still here at the farmers market, and there's another couple other aisles. There's even, I got to show you one thing really quick. There is a boutique, a retail, it's called Traveling Boutique, and it's just so cute, the bus. I just want to show you what that looks like. And then a shop for men, Tailor Stitch. So cute. A lot of fun. Come here to the farmers market. This is in North Central Phoenix, one of the top ones in the country, especially on Saturdays. It's just getting started right now on Wednesday mornings, but it's really worth it. And there's usually live music. There's vendors, food vendors. It's a great place to come, bring your family, and just have connections. So talk to you soon. Have a beautiful day.